Morning. It's Leanne from Scary Movie Sunday. The time is 6:52 in the AM. I've been up since 6:30, but I've been trying to think of a film that sort of is actually going to be good and get a good review this week. So I've been having a quick look, and the film that I've decided to watch today is called The Tall Man. And the blurb on it is, the faded mining town of Cold Rock is haunted by a lethal spectre known as the Tall Man, thought to be behind the disappearance of numerous children. So, it's under psychological thriller, but I found it in the horror section, so I don't know. I have high hopes for this. I'll let you know how it gets on in a bit. The reason I'm doing it today is actually Saturday, because tomorrow I'm probably going to be really tired or really hungover. We've got people staying over, because in the UK we've got Eurovision, and I really enjoy Eurovision, so oh, excuse me, I'm a bit hoarse. So we'll have people staying, so I can't really be up making lots of noise. I mean, my other half, he just sleeps or anything, so yeah, so I'm actually doing my review today, which is Saturday, instead of tomorrow. So yeah, you get a day early. Ooh, how exciting. See you in a bit. Bye. Hey, yeah. I remembered to do a portrait today with the video. So I've just finished watching The Tall Man, sorry, get the correct name of it. So just a quick recap. The blurb is, the faded mining town of Cold Rock is haunted by a lethal spectre known as the Tall Man, thought to be behind the disappearance of numerous children. Now, I must say, I really, really liked this film. I don't know, I was enthralled. I was just like, ooh, because there was just so much stuff going on, and there were so many twists and turns that it just keeps you interested. So, it starts off, basically, I'll try and not give any spoilers to this one, because I think you need to watch this. Basically, it starts off with facts about missing children. I think it said that there was like 80,000 missing children, and most are found within 48 hours or something. But there's about 1,000 children who are never found. And then we sort of see an opening shot of a lady who's got cuts all over her face and glass in her face, and she's like really crying, and you know, she's beside herself. And then it just cuts off. It doesn't explain who she is or what happened to her or anything. So I'm trying to get a good angle here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Okay, so anyway, then it moves on so that, you know, you're in a real sleepy town, and, you know, not a lot's going on. Everything's closed. You know, you kind of almost think that a tumbleweed is going to go past. It's just that quiet. And then out of the blue, this woman is driving this car like she's in Fast and Furious, and her young daughter, who's a minor, she's under 18. I know in the UK that's not a minor, but in the US, where the film is set, she's a minor. And she has a baby, unbeknownst to her mother that she was pregnant, but they know who the father is. And basically she has the baby, it's a breech birth, and it's pretty tense because you think the baby is a stillborn, but it's not. So yeah, that was sort of a good start. It was really like, oh, wow, and it was heart-wrenching, because you're like, is the baby going to survive? And I think if anybody has had, you know, has suffered the loss of a stillborn, you know, this part of the film you might want to skip past because it is horrible. I mean, I've had no children, but it wasn't good. But in this instance, you know, the baby is alive. And then, you know, there's a conversation between the nurse and the mother of this girl who's just had this baby. And it turns out that the father has basically molested this girl. But I won't go into any more about that, because you know, you might want to watch this film. And then sort of you get newsreels about the tall man, and all these children that are just disappearing out of nowhere. You know, so then you're thinking, ooh, who is this tall man? You know, is he real? Is he supernatural? What is it? And you just don't know, and it's amazing. Ooh, and the girl who plays Sharon in Silent Hill, you know, the one whose mum always goes, Sharon, Sharon, for about 10 minutes at the beginning of the film. She's in this, and she's really creepy because she doesn't talk at all. She just writes and draws pictures. Like when her sister was having a baby, she drew like a fetus and then scribbled it all out as if to say, oh my god, you know, there's something wrong. So yeah, so she's an integral part of the movie. So after the whole baby incident, the credits roll, and it's really like dramatic and really like, I really want to watch this film, and you know, the graphics are good, and it's, you know, it was really like, I was excited about watching this film. Sorry, I keep looking over here because I've got my notes. And so then there's this character called Mrs. Johnson. She's like a wizened old lady. She's all, you know, all scrunched up and sort of, you know, looks like she hasn't washed in 10 weeks. But everyone seems to shun her for some reason, and you don't know why, and you think, she has something to do with this. And then I've actually put a note here saying, I might not make many notes as I'm enthralled. And this really was, I did sort of have to think, oh man, I need to just put the notepad down because I really want to watch this film and take it all in, kind of thing. So we get to see the tall man, and frankly, not me, it scared the crap out of me. It was really done well. It was so tense, it was unreal, and you kind of think, oh god, you know, the child's gone. I'm not going to tell you whose child, where, or whatever. You just think, oh my god, the child's gone, and it just is heart-wrenching. It's really good. And then, you know, there's a kind of an action scene after there, which was really, really tense, really amazing. It was just, you know, it was fast-paced, but it lasted for about 10 minutes, so it was kind of like you're on tenterhooks, like, you know, what's the tall man gonna do, kind of thing. It was really, really good. Normally by this point, this is about, I don't know, a third of the way through the film, I kind of, if the film's not great, I lose interest at this point, and I was still, I really want to watch this. Sorry about all the noise, it's the Dagoos. So the baby mama of this child that's been kidnapped of the tall man, she goes into this diner to, well, the police officer takes her to the diner to say, look after her, I'll call an ambulance. And she sees a picture of her son on this, like, shrine. And it's like, oh dear, there's something strange going on here. And that's just the beginning of the strange. There's far more strange to come. I'm just trying really hard not to tell you anything because I really want you guys to watch this film. Basically, it's just so tense and it's really good. There's hundreds of twists and turns, and I really didn't see the ending coming at all. To be fair, I didn't see any of it coming. It was so out there. You know, sometimes you watch a film and you're like, oh yeah, they're going to be the killer, or oh yeah, they're just doing that, and oh yeah, I bet this is going to happen. You really can't do that with this film. It's not obvious at all what is going to happen, and it's amazing. We do find out who Tall Man is, and also when the child that we see get taken by the Tall Man is taken, they don't seem afraid, which, if I was a 5-year-old child and I was picked up by some strange person wearing completely black with their face covered and everything, I'd probably just have a coronary right there. And this child just is like, you know, hi, come and get me, kind of thing. And but we do find out why that is, and that's surprising. I just want so many questions, because there's just like, oh, what about this? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I don't know if you heard that squeak then, but that was one of the doggies. You know, it's like, who is this man? Where is the child going? What's the mum got to do with it? Oh my god, what's going on? And it's just really good. Have I told you that it's good? And that I think you should watch it. And then it's sort of, there's one part of the movie which I think I actually shouted an expletive at this point, because I think the soundtrack of a film is really important, especially with a scary film, because, I don't know, it kind of gives you an indication of what's happening and it helps build all the tension, and for me it's like anxiety and oh my god, what's gonna happen? But basically, there was a nice, serene, calm, that's not the music, but it's, you know, that kind of thing. And then, pow, out of nowhere, something happens, and I sort of shouted, and bearing in mind this is like 7:30 in the morning, kind of thing, really scared me, but that's what I like. It's just, you know, I just wasn't expecting it at all, and I just keep putting, the last few comments, I did not see the movie going this way at all. Whoa. And then ending is a little strange. But towards the end it does go a bit strange. You know, like, what's going on here? But then at the very, very, very end, it all gets explained. And to be fair, it's quite sad actually. But interesting at the same time. And it's just, I don't know, I'd watch this film again. It was really good. It was, I'm trying to think of a better word than good. You know, when you're at school and the teacher's like, think of an adjective that's not good. Sorry, my finger was hurting. Interesting, captivating, trying to think of some other words. My mind just doesn't work at this time of the morning. By the way, the time is 9 o'clock, so it's quite a long film. So I started that. It's a plane, you silly furry goo. Shh. You'd think, we've lived here like a year, you'd think the planes wouldn't scare them anymore. It's just, it's different, it's unusual, it's, you can't, like I say, you can't guess what's going to go on. It is gripping, you do want to watch it, and you know, I think I'd give this one sort of an 8.5, 9 out of 10. It was really, really, really good. I mean, the review on, well, I say the review, the stars on Netflix goes 1 to 5. I will have a look and put on the blurb at the top of this video, or down below if you're on YouTube right now, what IMDb says about this film. But yeah, 8.5, 9. I really, really enjoyed this film. It was a good pick for this morning, and after the last 2 movies, which weren't that great, I just, yeah, watch it. It's good. It's jumpy, it's intriguing, and it will keep you interested. I really like it. And if you do watch this film, please, 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 please comment and let me know what you think. Or if you have already seen it, you know, send me a message or comment. No spoilers. Hello, sorry about that, my alarm went off. So as I was saying, no spoilers please, as, you know, other people may want to watch it. But, you know, if you want to describe the film or what you thought about it, or, you know, I may have already said this, but send me an inbox or something, and we can talk about it. See you later.